Okay, today we are going to add to our self-portrait. You're going to get a big piece of paper, and I've got lots of different colors. Write your name and your teacher's name on the back. On the front, we're going to glue our face down, and we're actually going to get some pattern paper to make a shirt. So you can cut out the shape of your head. Make sure you cut carefully around your hair. I want to make sure that we have these looking really nice. If we go too fast, sometimes we make mistakes that we don't need to make. There's no prize for finishing first. Okay, so now I can take this and put it in the scraps, or I can just set it aside. You're going to get one piece of pattern paper. This is going to be your shirt. So I'm going to have this as my shirt, and I can kind of cut maybe some curved sides. You only get one, so think about how you want it to look. I'm just going to cut those so that they look more like shoulders. And I think probably don't need all of that paper. I might save a little bit of it. I'm going to glue that to the middle. So I'm going to get a glue stick. I'm going to glue the back of my head. Turn that over. I want to make sure that I get it glued down right there in the middle. Kind of push it gently so that you have to kind of put pressure on it to make sure it's pushed on there. And then I'm going to put some glue. Ooh, that's kind of a pretty pattern too. Oh, I didn't even see that they're both sides. I'm just going to still use my striped one. I'm going to glue around the edges and a little bit in the middle. And you guys might have to share the glue sticks. When we share things, we have to sometimes be patient and wait for someone else to be finished with something. And we can use our kind words like please and thank you. So now I have my face glued down. I have a little bit here on the edge. You can see it sticking off the edge. I can just use my scissors and cut that part off. I might actually use that for some parts of my frame. So now my paper is finished, and I need to add some decoration. So I have this interesting, ooh, maybe I can turn it over and use that side. If I can use my brain and I'm really thinking about what I'm doing, all those great ideas come to me. If I'm messing around or I'm talking too much or I'm worried about what someone else is doing, then sometimes my brain doesn't think about those great ideas. So be really focused on what you're doing. We don't have to worry about what someone else is doing. Well, maybe I can make a pattern. So if I do that side, and then I can do like alternating sides. Yeah. And when you want to, if you want to make some different designs or textures for your hair, you can get some different pieces of paper and cut some different strips if you'd like to make some parts to your hair kind of stick out. I'm going to show you how to do this. You can glue one end just right on top of where your hair is and hold that end. You have to kind of hold it for a few minutes, and then you kind of push it up a little bit, and you see, oops, see, I didn't hold it for long enough. I need to hold it again. If I hold it long enough, it should stick, and sometimes this doesn't work. If it doesn't work, don't worry about it. If I hold it long enough, it should stick, and then I can push it up. I can hold it again so you can see it's kind of pushed up there in the middle. It's not flat anymore. Now it's kind of sticking out a little bit. Maybe I'll twist it. Ooh, that might be a good idea for my next part. I could twist it. So let's see. I've got this part. This is kind of a thin one. I don't want it to be flat on that side, so I'm just going to cut that flat part off. And maybe I can do one on this side. I'll hold it. And then maybe if I hold it and I twist it, ooh, I kind of like how that looks. Again, I'm getting those ideas because I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I'm going to hold it down. And if it's not staying, I'm going to try it again. And it should stay pretty well. I'm going to put all these in the drying rack so they're not going to go into your folder. All right, and I still have a few things I want to add. Maybe I can think of a neat idea to add to my shirt. If I have some extra scraps of paper, and I'll have these little baskets available to you if you want to use these for maybe buttons. You can add buttons to your shirt. Maybe you can add a little bow for your hair. This one I spent a lot more time on, and I added a lot of hair, and I also added some frame parts. When we clean up, it's very important that we get all of our extra scraps put in our folder that we're gonna need for next week. So like these scraps I might need for next week, I would save those in my folder. All of these scraps, these aren't usable. I've used these enough. No one else is gonna need them. They're all folded up. Those can go in recycling. And then we're gonna have helpers cleaning up scissors and glue and all those materials that we need to get put away safely.